Hello students, good morning to all. Myself Devaraja Shubha, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, Pondicherry College of Engineering. My subject code is CE8702 Railways, Airport and Harbour Engineering. Today in this class I am going to discuss about typical airport layouts. It comes under Unit 3 Airport Planning. So what is meant by international airport? International airport has direct service to many other airports. This international airport handle both the passengers as well as cargo. Cargo means goods. So this international airport also serves hubs. So hubs are nothing but the places where non-direct flights may land and passengers switch to other aeroplanes. That is the flights that is non-direct flights. So direct flight is not direct flights. Non-direct flights also land in that area, and the passengers from one aeroplane to another airplane they switch to other aeroplanes by in this airport. This international airport is typically equipped with customs and immigration facilities to handle international flights to and from other countries. This airport usually larger and often feature longer runways, and also it facilitates to accommodate the large aircraft. This is the example of international airport in Hong Kong. Then this is also example of international airport. Regional airport. This regional airport is an airport. It serves the traffic within a small area or lightly populated geographical area. This regional airport usually does not have customs and immigration facilities to process traffic between countries. This regional airport has aircraft. The aircraft using these airport tend to be smaller business jets or private aircraft. So this is the example of regional airport which is of smaller in size when compared to the other airports. That is international airport. So this is the typical layout of an airport. So it should have the runway, taxiway, then this is the touchdown zone, and this is the eighth one is the aiming point, and this is the threshold area, and this is the stopway. So this is runway, and it is marked in the white line mark will be there. That is in and it is numbered at the end. It is white in color, and this is made up of asphalt, and this is the taxiway. So this taxiway is between apron and the runway. So this is a taxiway. This is a taxiway. This taxiway will be made in concrete. So this is the apron. It is the landing area. Here only landing and takeoff takes place. This is the landing area, and this is the hangar for maintenance. But this is the parking area. So that is the vehicle parking area. This is the terminal building, and this is the railway station, and this is the tower, and this is the fuel depot, and this is the aircraft stands, and this is the aviation terminal, and this is the parking deck. So this is the layout of an airport. Then let's see the important components of an airport layout. The important components of an airport layout are runway, terminal building, apron, taxiway, aircraft stand, hangar, control tower, parking. So this runway is the area where the aircraft lands or takes off takes place. Here this runway is of hard surface, such as it is made up of asphalt or concrete. This runway has, I told you, this has special markings, and this marking help the pilot in the air to tell that it is a runway and help them when they are landing or takeoff. Runway markings are white in color, and the most runways have numbers on the end. The numbers is the runway's compass direction. For example, runway number 36 would be pointing north or 360 degrees. So some airports have more than one runway. So this is the number, that is 81, 36, like that it is numbered. So if it has more than one numbers, more than one runway going in the same direction, so they add letters to the end of the number. R for right, C for center, and L for left. So we will see this is in detail in the runway markings. So this based on the configuration, this runway, that is the plant airport is divided into single runway concept, then parallel concept, opposite parallel concept, as well as intersecting concept, three non-intersecting concept and three intersecting concept. So single runway concept means it has only one runway, and the offset parallel concept means open parallel concept means two runway will be there in parallel direction, and this is the opposite parallel concept, and this is intersecting, that is the runways will be intersecting, and non-intersecting means runways will not intersect each other. Three intersecting means three runways will intersect each other. That is, this is one runway, this is one runway, and this is one runway. So another tangential runway layout means the apron area will be here, and the around that area, surrounding that area, the runway will be there. That is, it will be the tangential runway layout. So this is the layout of an international airport, or is also the terminal building means the is also known as the airport terminal. So the terminal buildings, the buildings here only the passengers board or alight from the flights. So these buildings have all the necessary facilities for passengers to check in their luggages, clear the customs, and have lounges to wait before disembarking. So these terminals can also has caves, lounges, and bars to serve as waiting areas for passengers. Ticket counters, luggage check-in or transfer, security checkers, checks, and customs are the basics of all airport terminals. So this large airport can have more than one terminal that are connected to one another through linkways such as walkways, sky bridges, or trams. The small airport usually have only one terminal that house all the required facilities. Then aprons, the aircraft aprons are the areas where the aircraft park. Aprons are also sometimes called ramps. They vary in size from areas that may hold 5 or 10 small planes to the very large areas that the major airports have. So already I have shown the this typical airport. I have shown the apron area, that is the parking area. So this apron is the parking area of the aircraft. So terminal building, apron. So parking, no planes or vehicles is included. So this is the parking area of the apron. The hangar is also provided for maintenance work. So taxiway is a path of an airport connecting runways with ramps, hangars, terminals, and other facilities. They mostly have hard surface such as asphalt or concrete. Sometimes they have usual gravel. In small airport, gravel will be there. So aircraft stand, a portion of an apron is designed as a taxiway and intended to provide access to aircraft stands only. Already I told you, this is the aircraft stand and this is the hangar. And next one is the control tower. The tower has an airfield from which air traffic is controlled by radio and absorbed physically and by radar. That is said to be control tower. And parking, this is the specific area of the airport at which vehicles park. That is the when we enter into the airport, we will see the parking area. So importance of runway layment to determination of runway is a critical task. It is very important for safe takeoffs and approaches, as well as the width and sloping of runway also play a role in safe approaches, as well as it can be instructed by the figure below, that is a downsloping runway. This is the level runway and this is the upsloping runway. This is a downsloping, this is leveled, and this is upsloping. You can see the difference. So in this downsloping runway, this pilot incorrectly poses approach is low, but here the approach is accurate. Here the incorrect approach is high. So night time light will be provided. In daytime, what I provided is this lighting will be provided. So this is about the importance of runway layout. So in this class, what I discussed is the airport layout and its components. Thank you.